Hi everyone, this is Ariel, and this is your reading for Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. And so today I am going to, of course, be using the Spiritual Wisdom Tarot card deck again. I haven't honestly expanded my card deck much, but I do have my favorites, and this is my favorite. But I know over time I will be able to find more decks. And anyway, today I'm setting the intention to receive whatever is necessary for us to live the truest version of ourselves. I'm going to cut the deck. And here we go. So, we've got the Six of Wands. The Hanged Woman. And Death. What a powerful pull for today. Significant part of our journey. It seems like we are in a moment of reflection, a moment of both reflection and appreciation, being able to look back and sort of find appreciation for every single experience that we've had in our life, even the ones that seemed rough. Sometimes we like to define challenging experiences as wrong experiences, but in hindsight, it's easy to see that many of the things we considered wrong actually helped us become a better person, a better version of ourselves. And even though it's hard to see it in the moment, it's always a lot clearer when we reflect on them. And I think a lot of the times it's hard to look for the positivity in dark experiences, but it's always there. It's trusting that there are two sides to every coin. And sometimes you need to look a little harder, but it's always there. You can always transform, and I've said this before, you can always transform a seemingly negative experience into a positive one by looking for and expecting a positive outcome. It's understanding that nothing is ever for nothing. Everything is on purpose. The universe is always giving you something to work with, giving you something new to learn. Learn and then master. Learn and then master. That seems to be the cycle that we can choose to see, or we can define it differently. It seems that how we perceive the world and our definitions attached to the words and the stories that we tell ourselves are really, really important in how we make our choices. And so I think today's contemplation has a lot to do with pausing and reflecting. And I think also there's an element of reflecting on the people that have come before you, whether they're still here or whether they have left the physical earth. Try to take, there's an element of needing to remember the wisdom that was being passed on to you, whether they were speaking it or whether they were setting a solid example for you. Your ancestors are always there guiding you. All you have to do is ask and believe that when you tune in, you have access to them. You have access to people, to wisdom you never know. You probably never knew you had until you quieted your mind. It's amazing what comes through when you make space for it. And so I think today's contemplation is asking us to ask ourselves, what are some of the most valuable lessons that I have learned from those who came before me? And how can I implement them into my life now to become the highest version of myself? I love that. That was an awesome and simple message. So I'm going to pull the animal deck. I'm actually going to pull a couple of oracle cards here, just to kind of see and bring everything together in a more clearer way. Maybe find some specifics. All right. Oh, that's it. I have my amethyst crystal out here today, which was a gift from one of my favorite aunties. It's such a blessing. I sometimes think about all my family and how much of a blessing they've been in my life over the years. So we've got the octopus. The intelligence of an octopus, I think, still amazes everybody till today. But I think with the octopus, we are told that we are reminded that we have access to wisdom that we didn't know we had, and that we need to quiet our minds, and that's we will find the best wisdom from within ourselves. We will receive the best wisdom from within ourselves. I'm going to pull on that a dream card. Cut. Ocean. How synchronous. I was thinking that too. It says, go with the flow and flow with the glow. It's interesting how when you don't trust energy and you don't trust the universe, you tend to put up these defenses and turn everything away. And things that are unfamiliar, you don't allow yourself to experience, thinking that it's going to lead you down a road of destruction or something negative. And I've noticed over time that as soon as I begin to just kind of melt into the experience, melt into the moment, no matter what that moment may be, things always seem to work out. Always seem to work out for me. And then you build that experience and that cycle of learning and conditioning yourself to something new, to new expectations. Because if you think about it, a happy moment can only amplify the happiness that already exists within you. It's physics, it's frequency. And sometimes I like to remember too that when you find yourself in a happy experience and something kind of shows itself that doesn't seem to fit within what you believe to be positive, or something that you feel doesn't match the moment because it's not the same frequency as you tend to think, nothing is as good as it seems. And that's a lie, because a lot of the times when you shed light on situations, or you have an experience that is bright and happy and full of joy, it tends to also shed a light in the dark spaces. It makes the dark spaces stick out. And I think it does that for a reason, so that you are able to take that energy and transform it, look at it differently, define it differently, tell yourself a different story. So be like water, go with the flow, don't force. Yeah. Have a good Tuesday, and thank you for tuning in.